Welcome to SAT TV's news. I am Shanna Esprit, your presenter. Among the major developments, Forestry Division working to prevent wildlife smuggling. Grenada's government admits public concerns over online censorship. Egypt swears in Mansour as interim leader after Morsi ousted. And in sports, Aurora Shizad Jacobs drafted for Limacool CPL. Details of this will follow.
Me say we just get the remedy for the pagan them. Me just get the remedy for bad mind and jealousy. Who want to see me dead? Me just get the remedy. SAT TV. Jammy say. You don't know a Javinche you watching SAT TV. Lord, is it straight triple dose.
Welcome back. 3 students on Wednesday, July 3rd said goodbye to Savon Pie Primary School as their 7 years of primary school came to an end. The graduation and prize-giving ceremony was held under the theme Hard Work and Self-Reliance, the Secrets to All Great Undertakings. Sadie Romaine copped the Valedictorian Award and the 3 subjects awards including Language Arts, Science and Technology, as well as Social Science.
My name is Sadie Roman, who is proud to have attended the Savon Pie Primary School. My days here were very exciting and a learning experience. This school has been a journey worth taking us 7 years, and I have no regrets. Our class teacher, Miss Bell, worked extremely hard to help us reach to where we are today. Champions ready to take another step in our precious lives. She would see to it that we overcome any obstacles in our way. A perfect example of her hard work was evident when she was acting principal.
Principal Mrs. Martha Ostry says they want to be recognized as a primary school of excellence in the Northern District as well as in the Commonwealth of Dominica. With an enrollment of 52 students, 22 boys and 30 girls, along with 4 teachers, we participate in extracurricular activities to help the students to become well-rounded individuals for tomorrow, she stated.
At our school, the Savon Pie Primary School, we have our challenges which we would prefer not have in order that we are better able to achieve. However, we are conscious that life isn't a bed of roses and that we have to find creative ways to ride over the storms. As a teacher for the past 31 years,
Parliamentary Representative Mr. Reginald Ostry delivered a special speech where he stated that it is always emotional for him every time he visits Savon Pie Primary School. He explains why.
I am a former student of the Savon Pie Government School, so that is one. 2, I remember the days when they said the Savon Pie School had plenty jumbie, and it had bottles buried upside down in the foundation. So students couldn't learn. And a number of parents were moving their students away from Savon Pie School into Clifton and Portsmouth. As I understand it today, we have about 55 students here at this school. A remarkable improvement from what it was like, let's say, 10 years ago. And we need to thank the parents and the teachers who made this happen for the hard work and the confidence that they were able to place in the school and to have their students come back to the Savon Pie School.
Most Outstanding Male Athlete award went to Kyle Langley, whilst Siobhan Daniel received the Most Outstanding Female Athlete award. Jeremiah Centerville copped the Subject Award for Mathematics as well as a special award for Overall Best Performance. We now go to a clip of the presentation of certificates.
For Language Arts, Sadie Roman. Social Sciences, Sadie Roman. For best performance in the GSAT exam, Jeremiah Vivian.
In more news, India has been very committed in the development of various sectors in Dominica over the past few months. The government of India has promised to assist Dominica in developing its health sector for more improved healthcare for its citizens. Outgoing High Commissioner to Dominica, His Excellency Mali Mishra said, India will be supplying pharmaceuticals very soon to Dominica at no cost.
We know that Dominica, of course, it has basic provisions of healthcare, but India is now an advanced country in this domain as well, both in terms of healthcare system as well as pharmaceuticals. We are one of the leading pharmaceutical exporters in the world, and the government of Dominica has made a request to us for giving them some drugs for the hospital, and we are working on that. And we hope that within a few months' time, we should be able to give our first consignment of pharmaceuticals as a donation.
His Excellency hopes to develop this relationship in the health sector as well as other sectors. Plans of an infrastructure development project to the amount of $1 million and assistance in agriculture are ongoing. In other news, a bright future is expected for manufacturers of Dominica subsequent to a memorandum of understanding among the Manufacturers Association of 4 Creole-speaking Caribbean islands. The association comprises of countries including Dominica, St. Lucia, Guadeloupe, and Martinique, which formally consented to an agreement last month to increase collaboration in trade. Several McKenzie, Public Relations Officer for the Dominica's Manufacturers Association, said, greater market access and technical assistance are expected for Dominican manufacturers.
So we are looking at the possibility of accessing technical assistance from our Martinican counterparts. What manufacturers need is to sell their products. But even before that, to be able to be efficient with production in terms of being able to produce quality products of an acceptable standard.
According to Mr. Sevre, with the experience of the manufacturing industry in both Guadeloupe and Martinique, we will work together to meet the European standard.
Is in fact can be used as a benchmark for local manufacturers as to what the market, particularly European market, would demand.
The association of 4 countries has also settled to showcase their merchandise among each island.
First one is in fact going to happen in February 2014 with the Martinican Manufacturers Expo, to which they in fact have extended invitations to the Dominica Manufacturers Association to participate. So we are hoping to follow up with a Dominican Expo where we'll be having products from Guadeloupe, Martinique, and St. Lucia. And we are hoping that if it catches on, we would have an expo in each island, because one of the things that we want to actually do is to expose the products to the population.
In other stories, the Forestry Division is working to establish formal arrangements with neighboring islands, Guadeloupe and Martinique, following numerous attempts by individuals to smuggle wildlife from Dominica to these countries. Protection Officer at the Forestry Division, Mr. Ronald Charles, said he is not sure how the illegal operation functions. However, something needs to be done to stop it.
But I understand we have to make representation to France, because it's a European custom union, and Guadeloupe and Martinique being members of the European Union. So we may have to go through that direction, to establish some kind of relationship. There is an anecdote on record story some years ago where Brooklyn, Dominica, with a quantity of crayfish, and somewhere on the ice is somebody on board with a telephone call, saying that the customer was looking for those things on that particular day. And everything was closed aboard or exited of crayfish. So these things are challenging. But in terms of a formal arrangement, as of now, I'm not too sure if it exists. Any formal arrangement between us and the folks over there.
According to Mr. Charles, although these formal arrangements can work, the efforts need to be focused firstly on stopping persons from leaving Dominica with the wildlife.
You might well find a cooler of crayfish in Dominica and confiscate it over there. But the bottom line remains that the crayfish will take out of Dominica and destroy it. It is not rivers here, population itself.
This became an immediate issue after a Dominican national attempted to smuggle a cooler of large quantity of frozen crayfish to one of the neighboring French islands and was caught red-handed at the Roseau Ferry terminal. The cooler was hidden in a suitcase. According to the laws of Dominica, anyone caught smuggling crayfish is subject to a fine of $400. However, this fine is currently being revised by Cabinet for a higher penalty. In more stories, this month is very significant for the longest running dive festival in the region, as DiveFest 2013 observed their 20th anniversary. In doing so, a number of activities have been planned for July 4th to 15th, starting with a football match at the Newtown Savannah on July 5th, where the Dominica Water Sports Association will face Newtown from 7 p.m. President of the Dominica Water Sports Association, Mr. Simon Walsh, stated the scheduling of the match was as a means of bringing back some of the original traditions in the history of DiveFest.
And then, of course, we launched DiveFest with the first festive event of DiveFest, which is the happy hour at the Fort Young Hotel with the Fanatic Band playing and sponsored by Kabuli. And then on Sunday, we'll be having activities down at the Anchorage Hotel by the swimming pool. And bring your family down, anybody from kids to adults. You can try out scuba diving in the swimming pool, and the whole program is completely for free. If you decide you've enjoyed the swimming pool experience for only $40 EC, you can then actually go for a dive with one of the instructors and dive masters of the Dominica Water Sports Association. And then we're rolling for the rest of the week with a whole series of activities. As I said, you can find that flyer on Facebook, or just go and look for DiveFest on Facebook and you'll find all the activities, and we culminate with the final event, which of course is the Kabuli Canoe Race down in Soufriere on July 15th.
When it was realized that July was the slowest month for tourism due to the high cost of traveling to the Caribbean during that time of year, he said they sought to implement DiveFest.
So we had some challenges in getting that to actually bear out and bringing down a lot of international travelers. So midway through the 20 years, we sort of switched our focus and made it into more of a local event where we're training young people to be in the swimming pool and getting young people to be interested and involved in the dive sector. And when they start young, they'll become dive masters, instructors, and entrepreneurs and dive shop owners. And that's worked out really well for us. And now it's a fundraiser so that we can use the funds that we raise during DiveFest to go overseas. We go to the UK, to France, to the United States, and we promote the dive product and the topside product, as we call it, so the hiking and the whale watching and all of these things. So all the funds in DiveFest go back into the promotion and marketing of Dominica, which in itself brings in over 3,000 visitors every year.
Looking back on the history of DiveFest, we know that it has been tremendously successful. Although the original idea was not possible, the switch to make it more local event proved advantageous. Mr. Walsh noted that the drive from 2012's DiveFest, launching to get Dominicans to eat lionfish, which was and still is a threat to our coral reefs, has been successful thus far. Every weekend, a number of divers go hunting for lionfish and have been removing them from our waters in large numbers.
Last year we were trying to get people to understand the invasive threat, what the species and the danger between the species was, and how it's really eating a lot of the local fish, the redfish, and even crustaceans like lobsters and crabs when they're juveniles. And in working with the Fisheries Division, I think we can say that most school kids around the island and adults know about the lionfish. So when we're out hunting and we're going around, we come across, even today this happened, school kids they all know about the lionfish. They know, that it's an invasive species. It needs to be controlled in order to have a diversity of fish in our coastal waters. And all of them know that it's really delicious to eat. So.
He added this year's Iron Chef competition will not solely focus on lionfish. Instead, participants will have a variety of dishes to choose from. Mr. Walsh went on to say, Dominicans should ensure they come out in large numbers to all of the activities planned for DIFest 2013, as there will be many prizes to be won, compliments headline sponsor Digicel. Students of the Will Strathmore Stevens School said their final goodbyes to their teachers and friends as they closed their chapter of primary level to move on to secondary schools. The graduation and prize-giving ceremony took place on Wednesday, July 3rd, under the theme, "The secret of all great understanding is perseverance, hard work, and self-reliance." The principal of Will's Strathmore Stevens School, Mr. Alvin Abraham, said he has seen great improvement by the students in the national assessment. Mr. Abraham gave these encouraging words to the graduates as they begin their new journeys.
You have to be a leader. Don't follow others. Trust nobody else to make a decision that is in your favor other than you. I'm not asking you to be selfish. I'm not asking you to be stand-up. I'm not asking you to be aloof. I am saying to you that you need to put the decisions that have to be taken in your hand.
Mr. Edison James, a parliamentary representative for the Marigot constituency, congratulated the staff, students, and parents on their achievements. He explained to the students that though they did not receive scholarships, that should not determine their success.
And in a special way, congratulate those children who successfully completed the grade 6 assessment exams, including those who received scholarships. I want to say to you, those who did not receive scholarships, that I went to school here in Marigot, there were 5 scholarships given to boys and 5 scholarships given to girls throughout the island. I didn't get a scholarship, but I didn't do too badly after that. So don't feel no way.
Jose Robinson was named valedictorian and received awards for excellence in mathematics, and Nisha Dura was named salutatorian of 2012 to 2013. Other prizes and awards were given to deserving students in various subjects. Take a listen to the valedictorian, Jose Robinson.
I am deeply honored to be recognized as a valedictorian of the Will Strathmore Stevens School for this year, 2012-2013. Over these past years, Will Strathmore Stevens has grown to become so much more than just a school. It has become a place of learning, laughter, and life lessons. But most of all, the Will Strathmore Stevens School became our family. Today is the day that we start a new journey. We celebrate this day ending our primary school years of physical and academical growth and start the next chapter in our lives.
This has been the local segment of the news. Coming up next, regional highlights.